Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. We actually put this order in and we got them in early, so we're going to do the review today. We're going to do an EBPMAN style audio test and call quality test, so make sure that you have your headphones or earbuds so you can see how they've improved. Let's get right to it. Now the first thing that we're going to cover from the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 is going to be the specs. 5 hours of battery life with active noise cancelling on, 20 hours with the case, and if you don't use active noise cancelling, you're going to get 7.5 hours with 29 hours with the case. That's pretty good. Bluetooth version 5.2, and then from a mic perspective, you're looking at 3 mics, 2 outer mics, 1 inner, and also 1 voice pickup unit. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 also have adjustable transparency mode, which means you can lower them or increase them, almost giving you that super hearing. They also have gaming mode, right? That's going to give you a low latency experience. And they have two-way dynamic drivers that allow you to enhance or have powerful bass. And in our audio test, we're going to actually test it with the normal EQ, and then we're going to test it with bass boost in some of our bass tracks. So make sure you listen to that. We also then have an IPX2 rating, which means you're going to be able to use them in the gym. You're going to use them during working out. But one thing I'll tell you is that I noticed that the IPX rating is a little bit lower than the previous versions. For those of you who are curious about Galaxy Watch for support, it supports it too. Now inside the box, you're going to find your Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. You're going to find some ear tips, and you're also going to find a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Now the first thing I wanted to highlight about the case is that this case does support wireless charging. So all you have to do is place it on something that will support it, and there you go, wireless charging begins. Now in addition to wireless charging, you do have USB-C charging. So you have a USB-C port there, and the case is pretty secure. Nothing is going to come out of it accidentally, and even when you open it up, they're not going to fall out. They're magnetically guided into place. So you can see that as soon as they go into place, they kind of lock in. Now the earbuds have a similar design to what we've seen in the past in some of the other versions of the Galaxy Buds. But I have to say, to my ears, these actually fit really good. They've done some refining for them. And the first thing that you'll notice is that they have a standard design with the contact points. You can see that the sensors there, the gel pieces that goes in your ear, and then it has the touch buttons, right? There's no physical buttons, everything is touch. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in my ear, both of them, so you can see what the look is. So right now, as soon as I put them in my ear, they went into transparency mode. And the transparency mode, again, sounds really good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to the right, and then I'm going to turn to the left, so that you can see, how much of a profile you have. So they have a pretty low profile. Now, they will not fall out of your ear, and they're very secure, and like I said, very comfortable. Now, I haven't used them for an extended amount of time, but I've used the previous version, and I can tell just by putting these on that these are going to feel just fine. From an audio perspective, bass, mids, and highs are present. From an active noise canceling, they do a really good job for active noise canceling. So we're going to do 2 tests. We're going to have our audio test where you're going to be able to listen to everything I heard. We're also going to give you the ability to hear our active noise canceling test, so you can hear how much is being blocked out, both in a quiet environment and in a noisy environment. We're also then going to listen to the transparency mode, so you can see what I'm talking about. And also, we're going to do an EBPMAN style audio test, so make sure you have your earbuds on, and that will include a bass boost test, so that we can see how that sounds. Let's get right to it.
Like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are.
Now next we're going to do our call quality test, but this time in a quiet environment. As we take a look at our decibel readings, anywhere between 28 and 29 decibels in noise. It's going to switch. Now this is what the call quality would sound like when making a phone call with the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 in a quiet environment. This is a test, 1, 2, 3, this is our test. Next we're going to add wind to the environment. Now this is what the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 sound like in a windy environment. This is a test, 1, 2, 3, this is our test. Now we're continuing our test of the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, but this time in a noisy environment. As we take a look at our decibel readings, you'll see that it's anywhere between 36 all the way up to 78 decibels in noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, we're going to stay quiet to see how much noise is canceled, and then we'll continue with the vocal test. Let's go ahead and switch. Now this is what the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 sound like in a noisy environment. This is a test, 1, 2, 3, this is our test. We're continuing our test of the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, but this time with an infant crying in the background. This is what they would sound like if an infant were crying in the background. Now we're testing out the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, but this time with dogs barking in the background. This is what they would sound like if dogs were barking in the background. Now if you're wondering what the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 would sound like with a doorbell ringing in the background, this is what they would sound like with the doorbell ringing in the background. Now next we're going to check out the Galaxy Wear app to see if anything has changed or improved when it comes to the Buds 2. So here you'll notice that you see your Galaxy Buds battery life left and right. You also have the ability to turn on or off active noise canceling, and I'm going through all of those settings. You then also have your touch controls, right? So we can go into this area here and you can say what a tap's going to do, what a double tap's going to do, what a triple tap is going to do, and then also a touch and hold, right? So you have those settings. You'd also then have, if we go into earbud settings, you can turn on what your equalizer is. So you can go from normal to bass boost, clear, treble boost. I like listening to normal. I was doing the test earlier and that's why it was in the bass mode. You then also have, if you want to read the notifications aloud, using Bixby to wake up. Seamless earbud connection, that's going to allow you to connect to multiple Samsung devices seamlessly, so that's an option. You do have an earbud test, and this allows you to run a test to see if the seal is a good seal, right? So you can do that to make sure you have the best audio experience. And then you could also then here determine that you'd like to use ambient calls during a call. So you want to hear what's going on around you. That's good, especially for situational awareness. The lab setting, in the lab setting, you can actually turn on your gaming mode. You do have accessibility settings, and then you have your software update. Now the next thing that you can do is you can have the Find My Buds setting. So this is connected with SmartThings, and what it will do is it will try to remember the last place your earbuds were. So guys, that wraps up our review of the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. See you in the next video.